It is the Riot Podcast. This is the Friday, October 20th edition. Good show coming up today. We talk about why you should get a hot tub and why now is the time to start looking for a new job.
Also, I did get updated news on whether or not my wedding date is going to be a part of the rehearsal, all that jazz, the dinner.
Yeah.
Or if she's going to be stuck with my dad for a myriad of hours.
All right, tell us what we want to hear.
Unfortunately, she's coming to the dinner. I wanted her to go, and this is what's funny is I told her, I was like, either you're going to come to the dinner or you're going to be with my dad for like 2 hours, right?
Yeah.
And in my mind, I thought that she would be like, I would rather go to the dinner. But she said, she's like, I think I'd rather hang out with your dad.
Wow.
And I was like, why? And she was like, because then I don't have to like get ready and like go to this like fancy dinner.
Yeah.
I can just like wear whatever I want, go hang out with your dad. And my dad's been talking about how he's like gonna teach her how to play euchre, right?
Uh-huh.
And he's like, then we could like, I'll bring a deck of cards and he can just teach me how to play euchre. And I was like, you know what? Maybe this won't be as awkward as I originally thought it was gonna be.
That sounds all right.
Yeah, it sounds like it's fine. But now she's forced to go to the dress rehearsal dinner stuff, so she's gonna have to get all fancy and whatnot.
Dang.
So it's a lose-lose
If
for
this
her.
was now she'll never know how to play euchre.
Yeah, exactly. She'll never learn.
If it was a sitcom, she totally would have had to learn euchre with your dad, and they would have such like a bond afterwards.
Oh, you're right. That's exactly what would happen.
Yeah, they'd be so close.
Oh man,
You'd
that
never
would've
be
been so
able to
much
break
better.
up with her.
That would have been so much better. Well, that's the update on that. So
All right.
that's what I've got
Now
for
we
you guys.
know on Monday, more of a wedding update, perhaps.
Hopefully something, what I'm hoping for, the only thing I'm hoping for this wedding, I'm in the wedding, but I'm not like the best man or anything. I'm like fourth man down. No pressure on me. I just got to walk down the aisle. Easy money, right?
Yeah.
The only thing that I hope happens, I hope there's some drama.
There's
I
got to
hope-
be something.
I hope like somebody cries. Be great if we could get some tears going. Not like the groom or the bride either. I don't want them to cry, but
Yeah,
maybe
of course not.
maybe like a distant girlfriend is upset with someone else. Like, that's the kind of drama I want.
Somebody you've never met.
Yes,
would
I
be
want
the
there.
best.
I want there to be some sort of drama. Not that like ruins the wedding because he's like my best childhood friend.
Yeah.
But I want there to be like something that he doesn't know is going on in the background
Uh-huh.
that's just like causing like a little bit of a
Everybody's
sword
trying to keep
back.
it away from them.
Yeah, someone's crying in the bathroom, but the
Yeah.
bride can't know. And so that's what I'm hoping for. I hope something like that happens.
Yeah, something to make it memorable. That would be great.
So that's what I'm looking forward to this weekend. We'll see you guys on Monday.
We'll see you then. It's the Riot.
Add a little Riot to your Instagram feed. Follow @RadioU Official. The Riot. Radio U.
What's something old technology-wise that you're still fine with? That you don't feel the need to update into 2023? Waterbeds are a technology, so I guess they would fit, and they're making a comeback. What's something else from the olden days you're still good with as far as technology goes? Text in at 8772 Radio U. Isaiah, you got anything?
I would say for me, I'm pretty up with my technology. Like I have a new iPhone and things like that. I mean, I have a PlayStation.
You got the 15?
I don't have the 15. I don't even know which one I have. I think I have the 13 Pro, maybe. I don't even know. I have one of them. I have one of the more recent ones. I don't feel like I'm behind.
Yeah.
But I have like, I feel like in like video games, I'm more okay with being behind now. I'm okay with playing the PlayStation 4, not the PlayStation 5, which isn't even that far behind.
No.
But it's a couple years behind. I'm also cool with buttons.
Buttons?
Yeah, I'm okay with having, not everything for me has to be touchscreen. I'm okay with having buttons still. You know, one of the places that I hate it when it's like the touchscreen jazz.
Okay.
Whenever I'm at the gas pump.
You don't like a touchscreen
I don't know what
gas
buttons
pump.
to push because it feels like none of them work. But I like the buttons, like the hard buttons on the keypad, to know when they ask me for a car wash, I'm saying no.
It's tough at the gas station because the buttons, the physical buttons, get worn down, and then it's all you're just
So I keypad it.
Yeah, like 1 through 9 would normally be here, so this must be yes over here.
Because I'll go to touch that little screen. And
Yeah.
I'm like, is this a touch screen? It's not. Or maybe it is. I don't know. It doesn't work. It's outside all day.
The touch screens are going to be tough when wintertime rolls around too, because you're wearing gloves.
Mm-hmm.
You're gonna have to take those off, get your fingers freezing. I'll tell you, now that you mentioned touch screens, here's one that comes to mind for me is like all the smart stuff in the kitchen. I don't need a smart fridge. I just need a fridge. I don't need that's the new wave now is getting all the kitchen appliances and other appliances too connected to the Internet of Things and that kind of thing. Wi-Fi capabilities. Start your washer with an app on your phone. I don't need that. I just start my washer,
I see what you're saying.
But I don't know. I don't think I'm alone in that. I think that's still partially because those are such big ticket items, but I think that's still something that the world is not necessarily embracing, even though Samsung really wants us to.
What about, are you cool with knobs?
Knobs?
No, there's not as many knobs as there used to be to be able to spin. Those are like some of the things that are going away. Everything is so touchscreen now. I just go back to buttons and knobs.
I like the tactile feedback.
They're so satisfying. How about a joystick? Anybody want a joystick? Joysticks are fun.
What do you use joysticks for?
Old video games.
Yeah, I'm fine with the joystick being gone.
What?
I think I'm fine.
Joystick is underrated. How about this? You know what some people would say is a little bit old? Listen to the radio.
You mean like actually through the radio? Through
the radio, yes.
Yeah, I'm still good with that.
I like listening to the radio.
I still do this. I have an alarm. My first alarm is an actual radio. And I like that. Feels like I'm connected to the outside world when that turns on every morning. Giving me an update on how are things.
We're getting some people texting in, so we'll come back and talk and see what you guys say.
Yeah, getting some good answers. 8772 RadioU. Some technology that you're not ready to update yet.
The stories you love with the opinions you hate. The Riot Radio U.
A little old technology that we're still okay with, and lots of people have been texting in their thoughts on stuff that they're still good with. I see that Philip said a Walkman, like actually having a CD player.
Remember when you had your little like CD, what's that called?
A Walkman.
Is that what it's called?
Like the thing that held the CDs?
Mm-hmm. The little baggie that you would unzip it.
Uh-huh.
You opened it up and had those little slits in there where you could put all your CDs and you could carry it around with you.
Yeah, actually, I was glad to leave CDs behind because I would just have so many like burned CDs and whatever. And then you could only listen to one thing at once. You know what I mean? I was okay with moving on from CDs. Once I got my first iPod, that was such a difference maker. And now I don't even need that.
Hear me out here, though.
Okay.
Before the iPod was the Zune. Did you ever dabble with the Zune?
I never had a Zune.
My brother had a Zune. And when he had that was like the most overpowered piece of technology I had ever witnessed in my life.
Oh, yeah.
When I got to listen, because I didn't have my own, he had one. When I got to listen to it, that was like sick. When I got to use, one time I got to take it on a little trip, the Zune.
Uh-huh.
My mom let me use it when I went on a trip with my grandmother to Pittsburgh. And I got to listen to it the whole way. I've never had more fun in a car. It was exciting times for me. I was like 7.
I remember the first time having an iPod, the first time having a CD player, a little personal CD player. Those are big, big times. And I guess kids these days will never get to experience that. Let's see. Derek is agreeing with you on your buttons thing. He says, especially if the screen is cracked, you got trouble on your hands. And again, I just like the feedback. I don't like pressing a button that I can't tell if it's without looking at it if something's actually happening, you know?
Yeah, I agree. And it feels good to press it. Satisfying.
Arthur likes manual transmissions for cars. Do they even make those anymore?
I don't know how to do it, but I will say that if your car does have a manual shift transmission, nowadays, way less likely to be stolen.
Yeah, that's right. Or it'll get really messed up when they try to steal it.
They're not going to get very far.
Also, if you've ever ridden with somebody with a manual transmission, it looks cool when they're driving.
Oh, it does. Because you're doing all the handwork, man.
Yeah. Now, for me, if I had a manual, I'm already a bad enough driver. I think that'd be one more thing for me to pay attention to, and I can't comprehend that. So I don't have the
Imagine
brain
texting and
power.
driving and trying to shift. I can't imagine.
Yeah.
It's just really just isn't even comprehensible today.
The other one for me, the other one I thought of was regular doorbells.
Like a ding dong.
Yeah, because whether I have a doorbell or a Ring doorbell or a Nest Cam or whatever, I'm not answering the door. Leave me alone. And I don't need all that. I'm not worried about somebody breaking into my house. Which I guess I'm saying now is that you can break in my house, you'll never be caught. But it's just not a concern of mine. And so all the home security systems they try to push on you, I've never once had a moment where I was like, you know what? Actually, Ring doorbell might be helpful.
I'm gonna give you two things that I still like. How about a straight razor, like you would get at the barber shop when they do your
Ooh.
neck? That feels good.
Yeah, it does.
And then
That's
final.
a luxury. You remember yesterday we were talking about things that make you feel rich?
Oh, when they
That's-
hit me with a straight razor. If I lined up my beard in my bathroom with a straight razor, I just feel like an English gentleman when I'm doing something like that.
Right.
Also,
Put
I
on
have
your monocle for that.
yeah, put on two things that need to come back: monocle, pocket watch, and then my final one. How about Guitar Hero on the Wii? Even just anything on the Wii. Anything on the Wii
The
still
Wii
hits.
was a great. Any old Nintendo system was a great system, and
I'm
they're still
rocking-
playable today.
Oh yeah, if I'm playing, if you invite me over on a Saturday night and you're like, yeah, we're gonna have like just a Wii night. We're gonna just play games on the Wii. Sounds like a good time to me.
That's a party.
I'm down for that.
Yeah.
This is Radio U's Worst of the Riot.
It was something I haven't asked you about for a while, Isaiah. You still have your hot tub?
Oh, it's cooking.
Is it?
It's purring.
When was the last time you used it?
Not too long ago. Within the past couple weeks.
Last couple of weeks. That's crazy. I guess it makes sense though, because to me, I think if I had a hot tub, I'd be in it like once a week at minimum.
You would think so, but no.
Yeah, but then I think about any big item like that, and it's exciting at first, but then eventually it's not as much of a big deal. But I'll tell you, I think you should be getting in it more often, because I have a new study here that says that hopping in the hot tub for 30 minutes is just as good for your body as going on a jog for 30 minutes. And which would you rather do?
I'd rather sit in my hot tub.
Yeah, likewise. This is a new study that was just done by Coventry University in the UK. And so they had people over the age of 26 where they studied their mood, heart rate, blood pressure, blood flow, cortisol, thermal perception, and anxiety over the course of this study for quite a while, where they had some people go on, like do different exercise, and then some people, their exercise was hop in the hot tub routinely. And the people that hopped in the hot tub, here's a big one. They lowered their blood pressure. They also increased their cortisol, which manages your stress, by 22%. That's pretty good.
That is pretty good.
Who doesn't want to be less stressed? And the hot tub apparently will help with that. Also raises your heart rate, which is good, obviously. So they really, what they found was that getting in the hot tub on a routine basis is comparable to going on a 30-minute jog on a routine basis.
Sounds like it's giving you similar benefits that people say maybe the sauna does for you. Taking the stress away.
Yeah.
Peeling that stress off you. The heat. Hot tub's hot. But now we've hit prime hot tub season.
Yeah, it's a great time to get out and have a soak.
Yeah, it's a fantastic time for the hot tub right now because it's a little bit chillier out now. It's not cold.
Mm-hmm.
And so when you get out, it isn't like you're freezing cold, but it's just brisk enough. It's just brisk enough to where the hot tub is at prime season right now. So
Yeah.
if you have a hot tub, spend more time in it.
And if you don't have a hot tub, or think about this, I think this is a good comparison. If you're thinking of buying a treadmill, don't. Get a hot tub instead.
Wow.
Right?
And you know what? A hot tub and a treadmill, shockingly similar in price.
Yeah, I think so. That's why I think it's a good comparison, because obviously you can go jogging outside for free, but as the weather gets worse and worse, you're not going to want to do that. But so you might be thinking, especially when the new year rolls around, your New Year's resolution, I'm going to get in shape. I'm going to get a treadmill. I'm going to start working out. Wrong.
Like a treadmill?
Yeah.
You want like a pretty typical treadmill. If you want a Peloton treadmill, that's going to be really expensive. But it's an average treadmill, let's say $1,500.
Yeah.
You want a new hot tub? As low as $2,000.
Yeah.
What would you rather have?
That's a better investment.
What would you rather have?
A hot
and
tub.
if you have guests over, you're not going to invite them onto your treadmill.
Uh-huh. Yeah, that's right.
You're going to invite them into the hot tub.
It's actually going to be a headache for you when you invite people over. Like, where do I put this thing? The hot tub is a draw. People will want to come over.
And every time you see the treadmill in your house, every time you look at it, whatever room it's in, it's going to disgust you a little bit. You walk into that room, you're like, geez, I haven't done the treadmill in a week. Every time you walk into that room, it's going to upset you. Every time you walk into your backyard and you hear that thing purring, you're like, now that's right.
Yeah.
That feels good.
Worst case scenario, like if you buy a treadmill and you give up on exercising, you're not going to just hop on it like once a month for fun. But the hot tub, even if you don't use it as your exercise routine, it's still sitting there. It still can be a fun thing.
Always.
Oh, hi there.
This worst of the riot.
Crank that up.
Radio U.
We're about a little over 2 months out from Christmas and the new year. It's not too early to start planning, right? Some people are already throwing on the Christmas music. And if you want to be ahead of the game when the new year comes around with a New Year's resolution, maybe your New Year's resolution could be getting a new job, moving up in the world in that way. According to recruiters, they say if you want to have a new job where you start the first day back in the new year, you need to apply within the next 2 weeks.
Which makes sense.
Yeah, get on it.
Because you think about this. Usually, when you're applying for jobs, the turnaround time isn't, what are we at, October 20th?
Yeah.
It isn't like a full 2-month thing, November and December. But at the same time, we got Christmas going on.
Yeah.
You think they're going to be interviewing you
Christmas, Thanksgiving.
around Christmas?
They're going to have a lot of days off. People are going to have a lot of days off in there. It's going to be, the process is going to be a little slowed, I'd say.
If you're planning on getting a job before the new year, you're crazy, unless you're already starting right now.
Yeah.
Because if you are going to start your job in December, they're going to say, you know what, we'll just wait till the new year. They're going to just delay that interview process a little longer. Delay those emails a little longer. And it's going to start up January 3rd. So if you want to get on that new job, apply now.
Yeah, apply now. And the other thing to think about is when the new year rolls around, right? Maybe your New Year's resolution is going to be, I want a new job. But if you wait till the new year, it's just going to be like the gym. Everybody else that has the same resolution as you is going to be looking for the same new jobs. And so much more competition where you have, maybe you have a little leg up if you get started now,
Yeah, everybody's trying to get a new job at the new year. That's what happens.
Yeah.
So you want to be a part of the first wave, not the second wave. You don't want to come too late. Don't wait.
Now, here's my last question, because obviously that's a good argument. If you're going to get a new job anyways, maybe start working on it now. But do you think starting the very first day back from the new year, your first work day to be at a brand new place, is that a good situation?
I think it's perfect. You want to
think
know
so?
why? You'll be more motivated than ever. When are you most motivated? At the beginning of a new year. You'll come firing out of the gates. January 3rd, you're probably going to the gym after work at that point too. Your mindset, you're feeling hot. You're hot dogging at the new year. 2024, this is my year. You're feeling good. This is new you, new you.
If you want 2024 to be your year, you got to get started on it now. And one other thing, think about this too. If you start your new job on January, is it 3rd?
Something like that.
That is going to be, people are going to have such low expectations of you at that time, but you're going to come out firing because it's the new year. You're refreshed. You just had the holidays off.
There's nothing better than starting a new job.
Yeah.
And everybody expects nothing from you.
Yeah.
They treat you like a little toddler, like a little baby boy. Little baby boy in there.
And that'll be nice. You had the whole month of January with very low expectations and your chance to warm up into the role. Man, this is really, if I wasn't really happy here at Radio U, I'd be applying for jobs right now. This is the time to do it. Get on it.
Radio U's Worst of the Riot podcast.
Now, obviously, Travis Kelce and Taylor Swift have been big in the news for several weeks now. I've got a story revolving around Travis Kelce, Taylor Swift's boyfriend, tight end for the Kansas City Chiefs, that has nothing to do necessarily with Taylor Swift, but I want your thoughts on it. Travis Kelce, in a recent interview, said that he spends at least 3 hours each week picking out the outfit that he wears on his way to the stadium when he arrives at the stadium for game day. Takes him 3 hours at minimum every week. First of all, do you believe that?
3 hours is a long time.
It's a long time.
Maybe because every week he probably buys these clothes.
It has to be,
he
right?
He doesn't just have these, like, it's a very exotic look. When he walks in, he doesn't just have a million exotic looks in his closet. He buys them every week, as all NFL players do.
Yeah.
And so I can imagine that takes longer, searching the World Wide Web, trying to find a crazy outfit.
You think that's how you think he just stays up like Saturday night? He's up late surfing Amazon or something.
No, he does that on like a Monday or Tuesday night.
For this coming Sunday.
Yeah.
Let's say we'll be in LA. I got to look good. The game in LA, you might take an extra few hours if you're Travis Kelce. That's good that you pointed that out because I was picturing him just standing in front of a massive closet and trying to decide. And I thought that 3 hours is crazy. And then my thing was going to be, for me, I would never take that long picking out an outfit, of course. However, you want to talk about how long I spend picking out new clothes that I get online. It's 3 hours is nothing. It's a days long process of narrowing things down. He says he just kind of does it on instinct. Nothing that takes you 3 hours.
He is just the man.
Yeah.
How does he do it?
Nothing that takes 3 hours is off of instinct, though, to me. That tells me you have no instincts.
Did you see that he's following her to Argentina, too?
He's going to Argentina?
On their bye week.
Wow.
Seems a little bit risque to me. Seems like that could slow the Chiefs down.
I know, right?
Taylor Swift is getting ready to do her big tour.
That's right.
Where she goes everywhere, and he's planning to fly down to South America with his new boo, November 9th through the 11th, when she heads down there for her Eras tour that kicks off.
That sounds like he might be a little distracted.
Sounds like it.
You know, it's funny we're talking about that, and we know football, and it really does sound like a real thing, right? Where his mind might not be really focused, and so maybe he won't be fully prepared for the Chiefs' next game off the bye week. Is anybody talking about how Taylor Swift might not be fully prepared for the Eras tour with all this distraction she's dealing with?
Hudson, Taylor Swift's a professional. All right, she's gonna be just fine.
I don't know. I'm concerned for the Argentinian fans. They might not get the fully focused version of Taylor Swift. She might be a little subpar compared to her U.S. shows she's been doing. I don't know. Just a thought.
I guess we'll see.
Yeah.
All I know is if the Chiefs after the bye week start to struggle, we know who we're blaming it on.
That's right.
Wasn't that a great Riot clip? While you're here, you should watch more of our videos and subscribe so you don't miss what we do next.